What's up, guys? Today we're gonna get some new spark plugs, some new oil, and I already changed the battery. The battery actually did really well. The electronics and stuff came on. I lifted the car on the curb wheels right now, so it's up and elevated so I can get underneath it. And I tried to start it and it sounded like the starter was messed up, so we may get a new starter as well. But yeah, stay tuned for the video. This is how the car sits now. So as you can see, I did some wood cribs so I can get it up, so I can get underneath it whenever I want to drop the transmission. But as you can see here, new battery. When I put this close to it, you're getting something, so that's good. When I tried to start it, the starter was making a crazy loud noise. So with that being said, I asked some of my friends and they said it could be the starter, so that's what I'm gonna change first. If we come over here to my vision board, this is what we're gonna do. My to-do list. I already checked the battery, that's good. I'm gonna change the oil today, get new spark plugs, and then will it start? So that's what we're trying to do today in today's video. I ain't gonna lie, having an old car, you can just go to AutoZone and pick up anything you want. That's the perks of having a 1988 car. Parts are just here readily available. So I'm gonna see if they have spark plugs, oil, and all that stuff that I need to make sure, try to get it to start. So this is everything I would need to change the oil, spark plugs, and get this thing hopefully running soon. And as we go on, we're gonna check things off. So we already changed the battery, so check that. We're doing the oil change next. First thing I'm gonna do is vent the oil. This oil looks like shit, but opening that so it can be easier to drain the fluids. So I don't know exactly where to drain the oil on my 190E, but I'm thinking it's under this plastic thing. So let me go ahead and take this off. And before I can get underneath the car and start changing oil, look what I got. I'm an old head now. Got some lights so I can actually see what I'm doing down there. W AutoZone. As you can see, after removing everything, here's the oil pan. But what I'm looking at is it looks very greasy or oily down here. So it may be an oil leak somewhere. As you can see, like, this is all oil, you know what I'm saying? This is all greasy. So I'm trying to figure out if the engine has a crack in it or what's going on. But let's go ahead and just change the oil. So the bolt ain't coming off. I'm gonna have to spray this shit with some WD-40. Hopefully that loosens it up a little bit. Let that sit on there for a little bit. So right now, I'm still dealing with this bolt issue. It's stripping right now. I think it's like overly tightened, or the bolt is just old, and you know, in due time, it was just hard to get off. So I'm gonna figure out how to get that off. So what I did is I took a smaller socket and smacked it on there. Hopefully I can break it off, but it's on there pretty tight. So now I'm gonna wrench it off. Well, that didn't work. So I gotta go back to AutoZone and get a breaker bar and some lug extractors, so I can break that bolt and actually get the oil changed. Hopefully this is the last trip to AutoZone. It wouldn't be a DIY project if you're not making multiple trips to it. But I got the tools that I need to get the bolt off, so let's do it. The bolt is finally on there, the breaker bolt, so let's see if we can get this thing extracted. I finally broke it, oh my goodness. This thing's been beating my ass for the last hour or so. See if oil comes out of it though. Oh shit. Shit. Damn. Got oil all over the place. Fuck. But it is what it is. So looking at how much oil came out, it looked like it's not no crazy leak, but there's oil all around the lower end of the oil pan and the bottom of the engine. So there's a leak somewhere. I just don't know where, but it seems like it has quite a bit of few oil. But now, time to change it, get that. Now I gotta figure out where I can find that filter at, drain that, then we can replace the oil. You can see I put the new bolt on there. It's all nice and done. Now time to find where the oil filter is at. So what I'm guessing is I think the oil filter is actually back here. I'm gonna take this filter off and see if I can get to it. So there's actually two bolts, one right here and one right there to get off. And then that should be able to pop open, should be able to access the oil filter. And like I said, it was right here. I don't know how to drain it without making things fall down, making the oil fall down. So I'm gonna try to put some paper towels and stuff right there. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Got the oil filter off. Now to replace it with this one. Put this one on here. Goes right in there. Just like that, put oil on the ceiling and it will be good to go. Now we're gonna add the oil. The car asks for about 5 quarts of oil, so we're gonna get that in there right now. Now let's check the dipstick line. And we are good to go. So that's done. So now time to change these spark plugs. Never did it before, but I'm willing to learn, and I'm gonna learn right now. Number one question I'm asking myself is, how do I take these off? Like, do I yank them out, pull them out? Like, I've been looking online. I'm twisting it to the left, see if it comes out that way, and it's not moving. So let me call a friend and see if I can figure it out. So with a little trial and error, you just yank it out. It just comes off. Now I gotta get something to break that out. I think it's a 13 millimeter socket down there. Hit it out and replace it. And then torque it down to spec. I think it's like 50 pound-feet or something like that. I may be wrong. I got the old spark plug out. As you can see, it is cooked. This thing is fried. But got a new one going in here. Where is it at? So this is the new one that's gonna go in here. So let's get it. Just for the record, this is my first time changing spark plugs on a car. All this new, this whole rebuild of this car is new to me, and I can't wait to learn it and just get better in my craft. But I changed one spark plug. Now I'm waiting for my wife to give me the double A batteries so I can torque it to spec and move to the next one, and next one. And then hopefully I can try to start it and see if it starts. So we're inside the car. Now I'm gonna try to turn it on and see what it does. Okay, moment of truth. I'm not even touching it no more. That's the starter, gotta be. So you guys just heard that sound. Sounds like the starter, so I'm gonna end up, I already ordered a starter and an alternator, so that comes here about a week from now. So I'll see you guys in the next video. We're gonna be changing the starter and the alternator, and then hopefully it should start. Peace.